I'm Sean Hammond with PremierGuitar.com. We're at the 2011 New York Amp Show at the Anacon booth with Alexander Niemand. Alexander, how's it going?
It's going good.
Good. We just heard Bill Holter at the beginning there. You have an amp here that we actually talked a little bit about last year, but we saw the head last year is the Zagray. You've got it in a combo form now that is unique in a few different ways. The electronics have changed a little bit, and your cab configuration is a little unique too, right?
That is correct. The last year you had a functional concept prototype. What I have now is production model, both as a head and a combo.
Let's refresh people's memories, or for people who haven't seen the video from last year, tell us the unique components.
Well, the unique components of the amp that are mostly visible right away is that I am using toroidal transformers both for power and output.
Which we can see there right now. It's the circular powered transformer right there.
The toroidal output transformer. There is the power supply choke, and behind that you can see a slightly larger toroidal, which is the power transformer.
Okay. And then you want to run briefly through the controls again?
Okay. Quickly, input a switch SC90 and HB, that stands for single coil P90 and humbucker. That's your basic adjustment to pickups.
I should point out here that, Bill, you're playing humbuckers in the P90 mode, which obviously sounds great. I know it's heretical, but but obviously it still sounds great. So it's not like it's going to sound bad if you're...
No, it's not heretical. Some people will be like those who need strict rules. They will play humbucker in humbucker mode. And people who are more rebellious, they will say, forget it.
Bill is a rebel, obviously.
Yeah, I'll play whatever position sounds best to me.
All right, so next to that we've got the trim bottom toggle.
That is a switch that activates the bottom control, which basically is a high-pass filter at low frequencies set at basically standard resonant frequencies of different speakers. So with that you can cut out the boominess in a cabinet that you might have, and it keeps the bass still present. Okay. It cuts only below certain frequency, it doesn't lower the bass. Okay. And that follows the bass control, treble control. Then we have a gain control, followed by a mid-range equalizer.
How about that accent toggle? Is that tied to the gain knob?
No. Those two switches and those two knobs, these are mid-range control. Accent is basically when you have mid set towards the dip, then it will boost frequencies higher than the dip frequency. Okay. So it makes it brighter.
Why don't we hear that?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The knob below, called range 1, 2, 3, 4, this sets the mid-range dip frequency at 4. You can choose 4 different frequencies which are spaced half an octave apart. Okay. This is mid-boost, which basically, in principle, it will almost remove the mid-cut from the circuit, but it's still there. It's like similar to tone stack lift. Okay. That is followed by drive control, and there is something called crystal, which is additional treble control, sort of. Very often when you have massive distortion and overdrive, the high frequency harmonics are too much. A normal cut control will remove those overtones, which will again make the sound less brilliant. With this control, you keep all those high harmonics, but you just make them not really makes them less harsh. You reduce the level of them. Okay. They are not as loud as they would originally be. Then you have two volume controls. We had one volume control on the prototype. What we have is a foot switch now, which reconfigures the whole thing from overdrive to clean mode. Okay. So we have two different volume controls, and these are also little special because they are designed to be between 0 and around 9 to 10. That's the bedroom range. Mm-hmm. And from there on it is higher. Normal volume controls will be like if you move from 0 to around 7 o'clock, it's already too loud. So I designed this to work so that up to here you have different ranges, different levels of what you call bedroom or conversation level. Uh-huh. So this is a clean volume, this is XOD. It's not the extra overdrive, it's Exodus. It makes the rats leave the town.
The Exodus makes the rats leave the town. Awesome.
Now, the combo itself is using two 10-inch speakers, and these are British-made Tayden handmade speakers. You can see the rim is green because they say they sound greener than the original greens. I don't know what that means, but it does something.
I think that most people can read between the lines there.
Yeah. The combo itself is not just a box with an opening here. If you put your hand there, you will feel that there is still wood there. So this whole concept is that those speakers, the rear wave, is driving a folded horn coupled to a tuned port.
So the idea behind that design is that both the forward pressure is heard and then the pressure backward into the cabinet is pushed out through the port, right?
Yes, and since that port acts as a sort of bandpass filter, that also works as a mid-range horn booster, giving you, let's say, a presence effect.
Okay. Now, I meant to ask this earlier, but what was the inspiration behind the toroidal transformer design?
Because somebody said you can't make an output transformer on toroids for guitar amplifier.
And what are some of the things you've discovered while doing that? How did it alter the sound? How was it more difficult or easier to work with a circuit that had that in it?
They are better behaved. Certain parameters connected to standard transformers like leakage inductance, or called mutual inductance between primary and secondary windings, is lower. That gives an extended and smoother high frequency range. Mm-hmm. Also, because in a toroidal transformer, the magnetic field is kept inside that bagel. It doesn't leak that much outside. I can achieve much higher inductance of the primary winding. That gives extended low end and also much tighter low end.
Cool. So we've heard a lot about the front panel and the design of it. Let's hear a few more sounds.
Still in the clean channel. Overdrive channel. So it cleans up nicely. So there's plenty of gain on tap in the clean channel as well. So you can
The amp was designed with the idea that it will be a single channel amp with massive distortion overdrive capabilities, but you will be able to go back to clean just by controlling your picking attack and guitar volume. Some people felt that this was a little limiting for the gig use. So that's why the clean mode came back. Or
Okay.
came on. It didn't come back. It wasn't there from the beginning.
I should mention that we have a new review of the Zagray head on PremierGuitar.com right now. But where can people go to find out more about the new combo and just all the stuff you're working on?
Very soon on my website,
Which is
which is anacon-tech.com. Unfortunately, I have been hacked a number of times during the fall.
those damn rats.
Those damn rats. That's what it is, the Exodus thing. And it's funny, I mean, every time I uploaded a fresh, clean version of my website, it took only a week or two, it was hacked again. That's why I left a hacked but clean version now, and I'm left alone. So, I don't know, somebody doesn't like me. And I'm such a likable guy. I don't understand that. So I promise, after the amp show, during the second half of June, I will put info on both the head and the cab combo on the website.
Cool. Well, thanks, Alexander. Thanks, Bill. I'm Sean Hammond, and you're watching PremierGuitar.com.